I am Sure Sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am Sure Sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Pregame Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Yes, we're back. I know we're getting ready for the US versus England. All right, and I know the popular opinions right now is that somehow the US team is going to get destroyed and the score is going to run up and this and that, and everybody else going to score hat tricks, and it's going to be a great, but we all know that that's not reality. That's not football, right? That's not football. Real football has to be played where? Between the football lines on the field. So we're really going to jump into it. I'm waiting for a couple of guests. His man have stepped away. I think he's a little bit nervous. All of a sudden he was good all day. Then all of a sudden his man said something that he has to do. I think he's nervous, man. I think he's nervous. Travis, big up yourself, man. Welcome back onto the platform. Not welcome, but welcome back, because you're always here. And everybody that's been here and will always be here supporting Man's Man on the platform, hey, nothing but love and appreciation for all of you. And we're going to make this thing fun. All right? And I hope the game also is not a snoozer, but if you even a snoozer, we'll strike up different conversations and keep our minds going. All right. Let me see who's on right now. Duncan, yes, I believe you. Demo, I've seen you. Fresh God, I see you. Chris Romans, I see you also. Hit the like button. Yes, and share. All right. I'm gonna definitely. I'm right here looking, sharing with a couple of my teams also, hoping that they can jump on. Right, so that's what I'm doing right now. Just give me a quick second. Oman's man still him so precise. Him wait right until that moment, and then him send it. So I'm just trying to share with as many as I can right now. Just be patient with me. Teams are still warming up. No great news yet. We will get the news up and going in a quick second. All right. Let me get this one on. Yes, my brothers. How good is the English team? Listen, this is not the first team England's going to have with a ton of talent. How good is the English team is, to me, is not how many goals they score, but like not last time, but the first time I watched them, I wanted to see some different things, and honestly, I didn't see it. And a game against Iran, that should have been not a walk in the park, but a game where they go in knowing that it's a winnable game, and the second half, England was up 3-0, and the second half, it was basically a 3-2 game. Game ended 6-2, but you look at it from that standpoint, basically two different halves, right? You have a team that's down and out. You need to have that foot on their necks, so you really tear them apart, right? So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm still sending out the link because it's going to be emotional today. People jumping in and really putting their spin on what's happening. So we're looking forward to a good game. All right, let me get mine for the pre-game warm-up right now. Here we go. Turn my phone down. I know a lot of people are talking and asking questions about Reina. I like Reina as a player also, but sometimes not everybody can play all at once. Not everyone can play, and sometimes the coach has to make hard choices and look at the balance of how the team is going to play. But I'm 100% sure that if this game is not going in the way where Greg Berhalter is hoping this game go, I'm pretty sure Reina will be one of the first person off the bench looking to change things and pull things back, right, in the direction of the US team. I wasn't impressed with Sargent's, I wouldn't say effort, because everybody's going to give a good effort. I was impressed with the way how he got on the ball and give us options. Pulisic and where, we know because they play in a wide area, they're always going to be players getting on the ball more in the final third, because most defending teams are going to allow that ball away from the goal, right? But within all that, I think now he has a chance now to really sit on the bench, get himself pumped up, because the coach is going to introduce him at some point, and when he comes back in, let's go do the job, right? Let's go do the job. We have 5 minutes before game time. Still looking over the English lineup. Trippier. I think the entire left side of the English team. We all know Shaw have his issues, being a very, not again, can't call these players lazy, but we have seen times where he's lackadaisical to act, right? And we know that Maguire always have several mistakes per game in his arsenal. Stone, a couple of years ago had some demons, but he has fought through that to become a very consistent performer. Trippier, we're not trying to play with words here, but I'm just saying Trippier trip to Spain brought him back rejuvenated, and now he's at Newcastle doing an excellent job. And Warrant starting as the right fullback. Jude Bellingham, come on, top talent. My team wants him. Rice, solid mount. Past 2 years been excellent for Chelsea. Sterling, been very excellent in his performances. At times, you know, his technical flaws has shown that, you know, there's still a level that he needs to step up to his game. But, you know, people get games on England team because they score goals, right? Saka, what can we say about Saka? You know, top player. Football IQ is off the chart. Skill set is very good. And then he's also lefty. We have Keane, top goal scorer and England captain. We look across the U.S. team. The U.S. team, Turner in goal. In fact, the Pickford starter for England would not have been my first choice, but you know, he's solid shot stopper. Turner in goal for us. That's at the 2. At the 3, at the 4, we have Zimmerman, we have Ream, Robinson at the 3, Adams as our 6, and McKinney as 8. Gonna go back and forth. Musa, 19 years old. Oh man, the world is gonna be his oyster after this. Really good performance in the first game. Where I'm looking for big things from Where. Right, getting his first start, came on the last game. I'm looking for him to push this English team back and disrupt their build-up and try to get on the end of something and, you know, get on the score sheet. Pulisic, second half last game wasn't a great game, but guess what? This young man is always going to give us a chance to win games. Let's see who said, what's the 3-1 win for England? Yep. Listen, you made some great points the last couple of days, you know, Roderick. And I'm pretty sure you have thought about this. And listen, if it happens, it happens. If it don't run away doing it. Come forward, because my 2-1 against your 3-1, you know, I think I have a good shot of getting that 2-1 victory. Hey, Raji. Hey, listen, could be Raji, but it won't be me. It's not a World Cup final. If it's a World Cup finals, I'll definitely be a little bit nervous. But I'm not, because I still think this final game, if US needs something from it, they certainly can get something from it. Hey, you see, we're joined by Demo. Demo.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, brother?
Yes, man. Big up, man. Listen, and I know you're supporting the US and stuff. I mean, I don't think this will even be close, actually. I think England will dominate this game. That 3-1 scoreline is looking very much a possibility. I think there are a lot of players in this England team are in top form right now. Yeah, I don't see US having enough quality to beat them. So let's see. I'm them kick off on my side. Not sure what going for you yet, but they've already
it's just about to kick off on my side.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to contain myself.
No man, let us know, because when I'm watching from my phone, it slows down a little bit. If I go upstairs and put it on the television, then it speed up because we get the same feed. But no man, let your emotion roll, man.
All right, but I just didn't want to ruin it for people, you know.
No man, no. Let your emotion roll. Let it roll. Get it out there and let it flow. Right?
All right, boss. All right.
Yes, my brother. So just, right now, England have the ball in the defensive third. Shaw playing a long ball. The US just knocked it back to the goalkeeper. Ball was a little bit too fast. Keeper kind of whiffed on it, and it goes out for a throw for England. On England left side, the US right side. No, I'm not a commentator, so I'll do my best to keep everybody flowing. But I like to just pick my spots and give you the point that I see that will help us to move along. A great combination play on the outside, the right side of the US team. Play the ball in behind for right. A little bit too far ahead of him, went to Pickford. Pickford had that big left foot that sent it about 65 yards of field just now. US team right now is playing some nice stuff. Hey, Demo.
Yeah.
Demo. I'm telling you, it's not the big names. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
No, man, it's not big names, It's not big names. I just believe quality. I mean, if you have big names with quality, it counts for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me tell you a secret.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 25 years, England have some big names that doesn't have quality.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen, I know. I can tell you right off the bat, the work that the U.S. Federation have done to change the trajectory of the teams from youth all the way through to senior. Look at the MLS and say, hey, this is not good enough. All right. Once MLS went through the 4th or 5th year when it was financially stable, there was a effort put together for the level to go where? Better.
Okay.
Better. And it wasn't, even the coaching education, everything changed, right? There was a demand on developing players. When I first started coaching over 25 years ago, we would go to coaching courses, and there was nothing taught about how to help develop a proper 10. I was sitting down in coaching courses saying, hey, what are we doing here? Right? You'd bring the so-called specialists in, and they was like, oh, we're going to teach the 10s to do this and do that, and then you look in real game situation, it wasn't there. And now they have changed that. When I say change it.
Yeah. Well, US have actually started the better team. They're on the front foot already. So
don't be nervous. It's coming.
Nervous? My team is Spain. I don't care who wins.
But yeah, man, this game is going to be a good game. Listen, there's a high chance it might end up a tie also, right? And if it ends up a tie, it honestly would put the credence on the US to get that win regardless in the last game, right? Because once you get that win in the last game, you're in. That's it, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And qualification is the most important thing. So I like it. The US right now is not going for a full press. And like a typical English team, playing over the midfield. Maurice, is this junior? At the bottom of Maurice, you say coach. Is this junior? If it's junior, it's my U15 captain. Yes. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, where your coach?
I coach at a club named East Meadow Soccer Club.
Yeah, where is that?
In Long Island.
Oh, Long Island, Queen.
In Long Island, New York.
Oh, Long Island.
Yeah. Junior is my my captain. He plays at a 3, lefty. Have a really good engine, good football IQ. In fact, just started coaching him 4 months ago. So looking to have a good year, a good couple of years with him. Really, really good kid, good student, you know. Ready for tomorrow, Junior? I can't. No problem. If there's one person I can count on, I know you're ready, but I know you're going to drag your teammates with you.
USA have really started this game well, no lie.
But the problem with starting so well is that you know the English team have the ability from an athletic standpoint to change this quickly. With speed. So we got to be careful. Don't want to open up too much. 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes in, I'm pretty sure you're a little bit far, about 10, 15 seconds faster than where I am.
Probably about 8 seconds.
Yeah, well, so now we know. So now right away, I think that as long as we don't open up too quickly, you know, let the game come to us, right? Let the game come to us.
We're passing the ball so well, intricate pass and moving from the USA right now. England chasing shadows.
Good stuff. Working through the lines brilliantly, man. Working through the lines brilliantly. This player, McKinney, you know, when I first saw him play for Juventus, I was like, The more you watch him, right? The more you watch him, is so smart on the ball. So smart on the ball, right?
Yeah. I thought he was a minimalist at first, but he's actually a bit more than that.
Exactly. When you watch him, listen, you don't get to start on a team like Juventus, even though now they're not doing as well. You know, they're going through transition, but you don't get to play on a team, a club of that stature in world football unless you have quality.
Exactly.
Right? So, and when they get to know him, you know, a friend of mine who runs footballer clothing, you know, he interviews them, all of these US players all the time, and he says, hey, he's a great young man also. Wonderful personality. So, you know, and that's always good. You know, a guy can be a good footballer, but if you're not a good person also, then he doesn't transition into your teammates having that respect and that loyalty to you, right?
Yeah. Oh, here's good play from England right now. Jude Bellingham, great ball to Saka. Saka cuts it back. Oh, it's a good save. Harry Kane denied. Good recovery from the USA, but just like that, the game can change.
I'm seeing it right now. Yes. We just spoke about it. Can't open too much. All right. And it shows just now that the US might have to not try to make that first tackle unless you know you're absolutely covered. Because the fullback, I think it was Robinson who was very hastily to try to get out and put pressure on the ball, and all of a sudden it becomes a problem, right? Quick interpassing, and they got him behind.
In the blink of an eye, the game can change. England. Here's Harry Maguire drifting in. Harry Maguire drifting. Oh, defended well in the end. Mason Mount shoots high, wide, and handsome.
Hey, Orius, stick around, Orius, and at the end of this, you know, I'm pretty sure management have your information, and you know, we get in touch. All right.
There's a lot of questions about Mason Mount and you know how he continues to start in this team over Phil Foden. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because he didn't play particularly well in the last game.
Mason Mount is one of the kind of players that I always call a filler. when you don't have the perfect player for that spot, you can throw him in there. I think when you play a 4-2-3-1 system, he can be that player because he's not really a winger. You play like in the half space to give the fullback and the 8, a little bit more time to overlap and go out wide. I honestly think that all right. Let me go back. One, English players are always going to give you a full effort. Very few of them don't.
Yeah.
All right. So he playing in that 10 role, he's going to give you everything he can. The biggest attribute he has is running in the box. All right. He's not a great passer of the ball. He has a ferocious right foot. All right. So I would say he's not a prototypical 10. He's not like the Iniesta's 10. He's more of an English 10 where it built on how athletic he is and how much he can run in behind the 9, right? And if the 11 and 9 the 7 come inside, can he get into those wide areas also? All right, I just said it. If you watch the play that he probably just passed when he made that run outside to the left, they're trying to get into that space, right?
Yeah.
So it's he's that kind of player. He's not the kind of guy that you're gonna say, hey, I want to see Mason Mount get on the ball, right? He's not gonna be that kind of guy. All right, so now England, what England is doing right now, England is basically trying to use the US expansive play against them, right? Setting traps outside on the wings, double team, win the ball back quickly, and quick interplay going forward. That's why I was saying earlier, the US have to be smart, all right, and almost overly calculated and don't open the game up. You do not want England getting an easy one, all right?
Oh, here's Saka in the box. Cuts it back again. Oh, it's defended well. Harry Kane.
That's McKennie just now coming out way too early. That tracking of Saka was very poor just now.
Yeah.
Very poor.
Robinson again.
Welcoming Chris Lynch on the program.
Yeah, man. Welcome, Demon, Sir Huntley.
Big up yourself, Lynch.
I'm here, my
But
brother.
I already know who not cheer final. So I joined to cheer.
So you see, I need to put on the blue. I might have to change the blue in a second.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the US was wearing, so I'm definitely gonna put on something that matches, It was a good game so far.
England really have gotten into the game now. They settled down. They playing better than they did in the first 8 minutes. It was all US. Now England grew in the game and probably had a couple of the better chances.
I can see that Radrick is a monster right now. Look at Radrick right now. The US is about to the US backline is about to crack open. Not yet, my brother, not yet.
Scary part about the England squad is you have players like Foden on the bench to come on. So USA have to stay. They can't get tired because England's squad is so deep. It's like a like for like when whoever come on, and that's where the problem is going to cause.
Yes.
I just talk to Coach about Lynch. May I ask him why them favor Mason Mount over people like Phil Foden?
I think is basically international coaches. Yeah, when I look across all of the teams, like this morning I watch Wales. NEC not playing any football more than so. The goalkeeper. The keeper that came in for him is the number 1 keeper at Leicester City, playing a lot. Ward.
Yeah, Daniel.
and he's coming off the bench. I guess it's just who the coach think him can trust more and the chemistry is right with. Because like I said, like you can realize, international team don't get a ton of time to prepare, you know. So chemistry is a big part of football, and I guess the coach just go with who him think the chemistry fits more. Sometimes it right, sometimes it wrong.
US with a ball in the box, a shot, and it's just wide.
Yes, a good pass for him. I think I'm a couple seconds, like I said, late. Kenny, good ball over. I see it. I think that attack was a little bit too slow also. I think when we had them four, they have four guys and we had three. I think we should have drove at them with much speed. But go ahead. Chris, go ahead, Prezi.
Yeah, man. Just to express that, obviously, football is a big part of chemistry. So sometimes the coach just opt for who he thinks. If the quality is not far apart, then he just go with who he thinks fits the team best. And I think that's the problem with international teams. So you might see a player performing week in, week out, and then he got international, and you're wondering why he's not a starter over this guy, while this guy is probably the better player week in, week out in other leagues.
You're right.
Same like Sterling and current form. Probably Foden should be playing over him, or someone else should be playing over him on current form.
Should be.
But based on England chemistry, he has been doing well for them over the last couple of months. So yes, he has gained that trust, and I think it's just rewarding him.
But now he has to reward it now with performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Text just now from
England really looking to start to imprint themselves on this game. They're really starting to dominate now with the ball. Apart from that attempt a while ago, US really kind of get played out of the game. Absorbing some pressure, they start to press from the front. No, England plays through it.
And that's the thing, when you press and you don't get any success, you lose legs.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to pick the spots, when to press and when not to press, right? When to press and when not to press.
Oh, good control, Harry Kane. Listen, Harry Kane hold-up play is so underrated. He was my man of the match in the last game, even though he didn't score. I think his performance was very underrated.
Yeah, but Harry Kane is being allowed to receive that ball on his chest and turn. Reem, that's not good defending, right? That's not good defending.
US on the break here, into the box, intercepted very well by Declan Rice.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind Declan and Jude Bellingham in Liverpool right now.
Well, hold on. But there's 3 Liverpool man on this, but I'm making it.
Yeah.
I hope people don't start leaving the chat right away. No, we are all fair-minded people. All right.
Facts.
But we'll get him. The problem is that after the last performance, he's gonna go up more.
Well, new owners coming in with a bag of money. We don't care.
That's a good observation, Andrew.
That's Harry Kane he's talking about, right?
Yes. But I really do think that you can't allow him to turn like he did the last time, because then England have enough pace to get in behind you, right? Get the ball to him. Come on.
England really knocking it around right now. Here's Saka, turns it back. What a player Jude Bellingham is, man. Like, jeez.
Top dog, man. Top dog. Top dog. But let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you guys something. Omani's man come back?
Yeah, his Arsenal supporters are asking for him.
Yeah. You know, all of a sudden we said 3 Liverpoolian or he gone again. That's, you know, this is my knock on Sterling right now. If you watch how the English team is playing, and they're playing, and he's not a part of what? The build-up play. It's not a part of the build-up play because from a technical standpoint, he's not that kind of player. Look when the ball gets to a player like Saka.
Yeah.
Right? So me personally, I will be pushing this attack down the left side to get Sterling more involved because he is the one with the suspect touch. And he's not a good cross on the ball either. So why not get him the ball?
Touch. Here's England now. Mason Mount gives the ball away.
Yes,
We're not the ball, no?
I believe that also. I said it earlier. I think Demo might have heard me when I said it that at some point we have to suffer defensively. And it's just a matter of we getting ourselves back, right? Just give me 1 second, gentlemen, a call coming in.
All right, boss. All right, so England, John Stones plays it through. Trippier down the right-hand side, beats one player. And it's tackled well by Weah in midfield. But it goes straight back to Harry Maguire, who sprays it all the way over to the left-hand side. Raheem Sterling. Looking to go inside the box. Cuts inside. Beats it. Oh, it bubbles up and it's outside of the box. Recycled by Declan Rice. And England right now are really dominating the game. Ooh. Yeah, man, McKinney can't manage the midfielder, boss. A midfielder bigger than McKinney.
Yeah, man. By the time 50, 60 minutes, coach probably looking to take him off.
This game is really missing a goal, though, man. It's like a chess game.
It was always going to be like this. Especially from a USA standpoint. They can't afford to lose this game.
Pulisic. Trying to pull the strings. Here's Weston McKinney driving forward from midfield. Ooh.
I'm back, gents.
One. And they turn it back. Here's
Can you hear
McKinney.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Sorry. I couldn't hear you guys. I had the mute off.
Yeah. Oh, inside the box. Here's USA. Sprays it looking for a cross inside. Here's the cross comes in now. Oh, it's over the top. Good chance there for McKinney, who blazes over the bar from the penalty spot. Horrible, horrible miss. Should have done better.
Oh, I just saw it just now. Come on, you gotta score that. Gotta score that. But again, US recycle. And you watch after recycling the ball and he came in, no one tracked him. That should have done much better than that. And that's on his favorite foot also. Oh, should have done much better. Oh, come on.
You would love to have that chance back.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's probably the best chance of the game.
Best chance of the game. That's even clearer than the Kane chance.
Yeah.
Kane chance, at least you had players coming at him,
Mhm.
right?
But who was supposed to be tracking that run from McKinney? He was left all by himself.
Yeah, Saka got caught. Saka got caught ball watching and not watching the movement of McKennie.
Mm.
He was moving away, going. The ball is in his box, and he's heading out of his box without with a cross looking to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was poor by Saka.
Oh Lord, look at that miss again. All by himself.
All by himself.
Saka as Lindsay in ball watching. And if that went in, Pickford would have been at him.
Look very Alexander Arnold like there, Saka.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Let's not do that.
Well, the truth is the truth, Demo. We can't really hide from the truth.
There's no way a stream about England can turn into a Alexander Arnold slander right now. That doesn't make no sense.
He's from England. What are you talking about?
Not involved.
And a player was defending, and a player was unaware of what's taking place in his box like him.
Trent would not allow that to happen.
What? All right, let's not leave Trent.
All right, Diva. You want to turn the stream into that.
That's too much now. Let's let it alone.
Here's US now looking to create another chance.
Demo, Fresh God said, big you up.
Yeah, man, big up Fresh God, big up yourself, boss. Here is Pulisic driving. He releases it to Robinson, cuts inside. McKennie is getting a lot of touches in the England box. Robinson. Here's a shot from outside the box deflected, and Pickford gathers easily in the end.
Tell you these young US players, no fear. And I'm telling you right now, if that shot went through without getting blocked, Pickford is in trouble.
Yeah, man. The deflection helped him a lot.
Pickford would be in trouble. And remember, this kid Mosa is a 19-year-old. 19-year-old.
Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Passes inside. Here's Mason Mount tackled up well in defense by USA again. And Turner gathers looking to make a pass.
I'm going to switch quickly to the stats and see how the stats is holding up right now against what we're seeing.
This morning. Should be saying even Stevens.
No, it's the possession right now for England is 65 to US 36, but the passer ratings accuracy right now for US is 82 and for England is 87. So you're both at international standards.
Good passing.
What's the shots like?
The shots. Hold on. Shots in the box. US have 2 shots in the box. England have two block shots. So 3 in total.
That might tell him, man, even Stevens pretty much barring possession.
Yes.
I thought there would have been a goal in this already, not gonna lie.
I'm still sticking to what I said earlier. It's going to be a 2-0 US win.
Oh, you have USA keeping a clean sheet?
No, sorry, 2-1. Sorry.
Oh.
2-1. Let me clear it up. Sorry for a slip of the tongue. 2-1. I think England's good enough to get a goal, but I think we're good enough to get 2.
Okay. Bellingham recycles. Declan Rice. Foul on Mason Mount, who is lucky to get away with that one. He has not been playing well in this game at all.
Like I said, it's not a typical number. Not a typical number 10. It's not a typical number 10.
Right now, him can't start ahead of Phil Foden for me at all. Trippier inside. Oh, defended well again by USA.
What time they on the clock? Hold on, my brother. Me is 31, almost 32 minutes in. And like I said, I know Demo is moving a little bit ahead of us. He has the 8K streaming.
The 8K. Here's McKinney driving powerfully as always. Inside the penalty area. Passes it to where? Pulisic. Inside the box. Shoots. Oh, he hits the crossbar. What the attempt by Christian Pulisic off the left foot.
The US is not backing down. I don't want anyone to think this is going to be a, just saw it. The US is not backing down.
Oh, what a try.
Yeah, a goal before halftime would be a great thing for USA.
Yeah.
He got beat.
England chasing.
He got beat up and down. That ball come down 3-4 inches. It's in the back of the net. Maybe 5 inches.
US are defending real. Wait, he called a foul? Foul on Harry Kane.
Don't get the jargon right there. Gunner's boss. You get it? You get it, Chris?
Yeah. I saw him earlier.
Yeah, slip of the tongue collision course. That's fine. That's fine. 33 minutes, 33, almost 34 minutes in right now. England have had their time when they're in possession and look threatening. I think England looked more threatening on the quick transition after recovering the ball in midfield. But every time the US get into their passing pattern, England having issues with that.
And McKinney coming off the right looks very good. He seems like he has a lot of space to do what he wants in this game.
Well, Nitro, I'm pretty sure that most, if not all of these players have had their play in either MLS Next, the DA, but they all didn't go to Europe right from 15-16, except for Pulisic. He was the one that went on a trip seeking, the dream and made it. But most of these boys, if you check their background, they came up from U.S. academies,
USA have really made this game competitive.
You also got to remember, the longer these games go, the people who always make those bad mistakes are going to make what? Mistakes.
Yeah. I mean,
easier to play without pressure, but once there's pressure, all right, and the pressure is seeding, because remember, although the US is playing well, this is a game where the masses think that should walk away with.
Still not cleared. Here is Luke Shaw in the box, passes it, clips it in, and the keeper gathers and looks to break. Here is Pulisic on the break. Oh, John Stones recovers well. excellent stuff from the Manchester City man to stop the breakaway from Pulisic.
I'm just seeing it just now. Nice ball over the top to from the goalkeeper to try and get in Pulisic in. John Stone come over. He's no longer John Pebble. All right. he has gotten the Stones back. You know, for all long, as long as he doesn't play against Liverpool, because he's always out there for a mistake against us.
True.
Well, in fact, he should play against Liverpool next time we play again. So you can keep that pebble / rubble thing going.
Here's USA giving as much as they're getting.
Hey, I hope you call that back and give him a card.
And I don't know what that call is. Probably offside.
Yeah, but he has to go back now and give Mount a card for that pull back, right? No, he called for a handball. Go back and give him a card. Yeah, I guess not.
McKinney with a quick throw, but it's seen by the England defense. Cleaned up by Harry Maguire. Here's McKinney, who is really playing well in this game. Loses possession, but wins his team a throw-in.
Obviously, he's rating the play of McKinney. Gunners boss. Yeah, McKinney looking good in this game, especially.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, we have to look on the totality of what he had done the past 3-4 years. And he's a big baller. And he's a young boy also. He's still a young player. I don't think he's 25 yet. So he's a young boy.
You know? With the long throw into the box.
Yeah.
Defended well.
And also, remember, he had that injury that kept him out for 8 months.
US still isn't cleared and it's out for a corner kick. John Stones standing up well right there.
A long throw right there.
England yet to register a shot on target.
Really?
Yeah.
The Hurricane shot wasn't on target.
No, on target. If that was on target, it'll be a goal.
Yeah.
Hurricane shot.
No, it's a shot, but not on target.
Yeah.
Shot. That's a shot.
Yeah, on target.
Unless I remember it.
No, remember, it's the defender who blocked it, remember?
It wasn't the keeper?
No, defender.
Oh.
Boy, then again, your device is 8K, so you're probably seeing it different than us.
No, I don't know why I remember the keeper making the save.
No, it was blocked. It was blocked.
Yeah, coach, but my bad. Back to your point. McKinney is 24.
Yes, there you go.
24 August gone, and he was 24.
He's been at Juventus, I think, now for about 4 years. And out of those 4 years, 3 years, he's a starter.
Oh, here's USA on the break again. Crossing the box, and it's overhit and picked up by Saka. Here's Saka passes to Declan Rice.
Some sweet football.
Brilliant hold-up play by Hurricane again. Here's Mason Mount. Passes inside. Saka on the inside. Beats one. Looking to set up the play. Plays it to Bellingham out wide, but it's overhit and USA picks it up. Bellingham wins it back. And it's out.
We got to be better in these 1v1s situations. We're committing too many players to double up the play to win the ball back. We got to be stronger in our tacklers to win the ball back.
Five minutes before halftime.
Yes, South Croix. Trust me, you're right. Oh, whoa. Whoa, this came in, dropped his right shoulder, got the defender to go to his left, but defender recovered and stick a toe out. That ball was deflected.
You know, I just realized England has a lot of captains. Like probably about 4 or 5 people on this team captain the club team.
Yeah, Trippier.
Harry Kane, Declan Rice. Here's the corner cleared away by Harry Maguire.
Yeah, Declan Rice also. Henderson.
When Harry Maguire plays, he's the captain.
Harry Kane. That's about 6 already.
I have a lot of captains, man.
That means leadership is strong in the group. Not a lack of leadership.
Doesn't Bellingham? I saw Bellingham captain Dartman one game. You know, I don't know if it's permanent or what, but he was a captain.
I think he does it in the cup games.
Yeah, like cup game or something. Here's USA again, playing really well, full of confidence. Looking for a cross, goes in the box. Oh, and it's just wide again. Christian Pulisic rose above all, but his headed attempt is wide.
Yes. Like I said, you can respect the opponent, but you should not show any fear. And we're not showing any fear at this moment. And yes, some guys might say, hey, you just keep saying we. All my kids are American. If I say they look at me weird. So, so I gotta say, you know, and when I talk about Jamaican also, I still say what? We. And they say, yes, Dad. We're made of 2 different countries. I said, that's fine.
USA 6 attempts at goal, England 3. But here comes England again. Bellingham. Great pass to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw whips it in the box, and it's overhit, and the keeper claims.
Hey, Horace Lynch, the great point. Good stuff, Turner. Hey, I'm telling you right now, if management was on and Turner playing so well, they say, "Oh, the next is all Arsenal players dominating the World Cup. It's all Arsenal players." You know?
Yeah.
The distribution to Pulisic, the one that Stones did great on, the interception, it was a good distribution.
Yes.
From Matt Turner.
Here's England now in the midfield. Passes it wide to Saka. Saka plays in Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham with a lot of space to cross it inside. He does so now. Defended well again by the USA. Recycled by England. Luke Shaw beats his man. Here's Luke Shaw. Cut it back. Saka blazes over the post, but he was hassled by the USA defenders. They are really defending well at the moment. Saka looks frustrated.
Hey, let me again. Out of all the players on the field right
Sterling.
now, how many touches have Sterling had?
Sterling not play.
So let me explain something to you. Don't let anyone fool you about how good he is. All right. He has access to elite players. I'll tell you right now, Lynch, if you're playing at that level with those elite players around you, you look good also. And I'm not doubting your skill set.
Boss, you're probably preaching to Chris Lynch because, listen, I made a bold prediction years ago after watching Sterling and Jordan I playing under 23 because I watch a lot of Liverpool under 23. So I saw both of them. And I said Jordan I was going to be a bigger success than Sterling. So I know the qualities that he doesn't have. Man cannot pass, him can't control well, and his finishing is a lot to be desired. So here is England with a shot. Oh, brilliant save by Matt Turner again. Mason Mount denied.
There we go. It's only
Brilliant
1 minute. It's only 1 minute, so let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Sterling involved there. The lovely layoff to Mason, and it's a brilliant save.
Remember what I said about Mason Mount? He has a firecracker of a shot. Good
I
to see
think one goal in this game opens the floodgates.
there will be no floodgates around here.
All right, boss.
This dam will not break.
Trippier over this corner kick. He has excellent delivery, probably the last kick of the first half. He plays it in, and Matt Turner claims.
Pagan night 180. Where you saying I should stop? You have to give me more information.
It's halftime, guys. It's halftime.
Thing about what Orius Lynch was saying is that art wins, but you have to have quality. That is, yeah. You can have all the art in any sport, but you have to have quality.
You have to have quality. If you don't have quality, it makes no sense. All right. You will win more than you lose, though. All right. With some heart. But the important games, when a team match you with heart and you don't have the quality, then that's gonna go one way. I don't think the US is thinking too much about how much heart, because they're showing quality also. All right. All right, so President Lynch, you want to go first? What do you think about the first half? Or you want me to break down the first?
USA,
We do it?
yeah, like against Wales, the USA basically turn up in this one. The pressure is on USA more than England, ever so slightly, I think. Pressure is on England too as well. They wouldn't want to get any losing streak going, but I think in terms of qualifying, USA, more pressure is on them. And I think they played well. A good first half. They had the better looks at goal for me. McKinney, I think that was the best chance. Pulisic was more of a snapshot right there. I mean, he got the keeper beaten, basically. Keeper was beaten. But I don't think you could have asked for a better half of football if you're a USA fan. From the point of view from England, I think they don't look more highly motivated. I think that's going to change second half. Obviously, coaching talk is going to get them back to where they need to be mentally and get in this game and trying to get that early goal in the second half. But kudos to USA for going in 0-0. It could have been 1-0. From a standpoint of USA 1-0, could have been 2-0. And they should get motivation from that first half performance and try to come and better it second half.
Yeah, I totally agree. I can't disagree with anything Lynn says. I mean, USA and USA fans can be extremely proud of that first half performance. I thought they were dominating the game. You know, like the first 8 minutes, England looked shaky and rattled. They eventually grew into the game and they controlled from about 8 to 15. Had that shot from Harry Kane blocked, and you know they were playing better. And then the game just went into a balance, and it was a good first half. And then USA got the better chances. I know Matt Turner made the save from Mount just now, and probably another one, but he's been gathering all the crosses well. I think USA have been defending really well from the crosses. A lot of headed clearances, and once they try to cross it in from the box, it's repelled by the US team. And McKinney, boy, he has been the outstanding player, not just for USA, but for both teams. I think he has been the standout player, Weston McKinney. So he's involved in everything going forward. He's involved, even taking long throws for USA. He's doing everything for the USA right now. So good first half from them. A balanced half. I would probably edge it to USA slightly because they had the clear opportunities and they've hit the crossbar. So yeah, big up to them, and I hopefully we get some goals in the second half.
I cannot agree with you guys more. It's you know, but let me run through the stats before I even start breaking down what I saw. Obviously the US have a little bit more of the possession, which is 62 to
England.
Sorry, England have a much better in the possession. Well, my wishful thinking. Let me say that. And then US have 38 percent, but the bulk of the possession of England is more of controlling the tempo of the game than pushing back the US, right? And now if you go down to the passing accuracy of US having 148, and their passing accuracy is 81%, and you look at England having 260 passes, like I said, the bulk of the passing, and the accuracy is 87%. But still, yet, let me remind everybody, this is not that England is pushing the US back up against their goal. It's just that they're controlling the tempo, because every time the US get the ball, they look threatening. Shots, England have 5, US have 6. US have 1 block shot. Same with the English team. The English hit the woodwork. No, sorry. US hit the woodwork and have 1 shot outside the box and 5 inside the box. No, that stats right there with the US having 5 shots in the box is telling, because that's where goals are scored. Once in a while, they might have a special hit from outside the box and you score. England have 3. All right. So for going in the second half, we know that England can turn this around quickly because they have the athleticism and the talent to do so. When you go back to the passing now, US have 180 total passes, 183 total passes, while England have 301 passes in the US half. By England is 170, and passes in the English half by the US is 90. So you can see that although they have far less passes, almost half the passes in the US half, coming up with 6 shots, much more productive, right? We're not going to talk about the duels and who win the duels and everything, but I'll say this, like Demo said it, with McKennie running the show right now. McKennie's running the show right now, and he's showing that he's a quality player, and for the next 2 World Cups, barring injury, knock on wood, he's going to be a player in this region that's going to stand up and be counted, right? Offsides, disappointed because both teams have 0 offsides. 0 offsides. But I go back to a point that I made earlier. When the US built the play, all right, from the back, England is having issues staying with the runners and even breaking it up. England's success rate of recovering the ball is when they're building the play, lose the ball, and quickly repress to win the ball back. I think going in this second half, the US need to be a little more patient. All right, a little more patient. Don't rush it too much, but also be a little bit more effective winning the ball back off the English team. All right.
Yeah. Listen, I think the English team, they can't be as bad as they haven't been horrible.
No, they're not bad. They're not bad.
But they can't be this timid in the second half. I think they need do they need to win this game? Who's the last game? Because
no, they don't need to win this game.
They play
Wales
last, and
yes,
I mean, even though Wales might make it competitive, you expect them to beat Wales, right? Yes. So USA probably want to push it a bit more and probably want to chase the goal, and doing that might leave them a bit open. And I think England needs it, but they need some substitution. I think Mason Mount, I know he got that shot at the end, but he hasn't been good, and they have so much quality on the bench that you can just afford to take him off and bring on the likes of your Jack Grealish and your Phil Fodens and all of these guys to bring more spark and creativity going forward. Harry Kane has been decent with his hold-up play and stuff, But you know, you always have other players there, the Callum Wilsons and all of that. So if you're looking for a goal from an England point of view, you have plenty options off the bench who can come on and change this game. So looking to see what changes are made, if any, and then I'm expecting a very exciting second half.
Good points. Good points. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think to Pagan 180. I'm supporting the USA, sir. Yeah, man. Only if USA playing against Jamaica, I'm supporting.
There you go.
I'm not supporting USA. But Pagan 180 actually. But yeah, I suspect that Raheem Sterling, if he doesn't come in this game in the next 5 minutes, or if Southgate think that he should have done, if Southgate think that he needs to change him right now, because he's basically out of the game. England needs something. Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second. You're talking about Pagan 180. Pagan, you made a statement up top. Listen, I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying, you know, what I've always said. I think he's a good footballer. And let me say it again. I think he's a good footballer. But I don't think he's who the English media and some of us Jamaicans have made him out to be. When you start putting him in the category of some other 7s and 11s across the world, don't do that. You know, because then you sure his flaws are gonna come to the surface. But just to piggyback on what President is saying. So President's, go back to what you're saying about what might happen in the next couple of years.
Sterling is basically not in the game, and England need energy from probably his side of the from his position, and I think he's going to be the first change that might be made in this game, because he's not in the game. I don't have the stats in front of me, but probably he's the one who has touched the ball least in terms of attackers up top.
I think I can get to that stats. Let me take a quick look at that stats.
I don't think you need the stats. That's probably true without even looking at the stats. I think
you know somebody's gonna say, where's the proof? You know somebody's gonna say,
just tell them the eye test.
You know. Let me see right now. Touches, he has 19 touches. I don't know where they got that from, but
yeah, Sterling.
Yeah, they said they have 19 touches.
I think he could have had 19.
Hold on. If he had 19, let's see how much Saka has. They said Saka have 19 also.
Wow. There goes our eye test.
So,
yeah.
They say Bellingham have 36. But let's see how much McKennie has. 33. So, right there and then, Where has 19? Pulisic, 18. I don't know, man.
What's Mason Mount?
Oh, let me take Mason Mount.
Probably in the 20s, 30s.
25.
Wow. Because like you were pointing out, Huntley, the reason why Mason Mount will have a lot of touches, England is not threatening the US, basically, So a lot of the passes are right there in the middle of midfield and in the box. So you're going to find that probably John Stones has a lot of touches because Ian Maguire is passing the ball out a lot to themselves and to the midfield.
Yes, because John Stones, John Pebble has 54. 54 touches. Maguire has 51. Right now, the football is saying that Maguire and Shaw is the highest rated players for England.
I mean, you said Luke Shaw?
Yep.
Yeah, Luke Shaw has been playing. He was decent in the first half. I mean, both defensively and going forward, putting a couple crosses and things. So is Bellingham playing? Of course, Bellingham is playing.
Hey, Nigel, you know what Nigel said? Nigel said, The eye test is failing Jamaican.
Bellingham hasn't been threatening either, you know. Like I say, USA is having a good game because it's not just that these players are not effective as we expect them to be, but they're not having, USA is not giving them a lot of space to work with.
Give me a quick second,
Well,
Jen. Let me take this call, all right?
Sure. The US team were already on the field, waiting to start, while England are still looking to come out the tunnel. So these guys mean business. Not seeing any changes so far. Looks like the same team coming back out. So obviously Southgate, while probably not pleased, he sees it fit to send back the same team out. Bellingham lost. I think the thing is with Bellingham, I think he had probably about 2 good runs and 1 pass in the box. But we have kickoff here from the US in possession right now. Your stream start already, Lynch?
No.
No.
We are my stream. We have 2 different streams and I basically they all over them. I have the England stream and I have Fox stream. I hear it all over them, brother.
Oh, here is US. Wins the ball in the midfield. Great pass over to the left-hand side. Robinson. Oh, he did not make the cross into the box. He turns it back and they're rebuilding. Ball, here's Robinson again. Left side. Whips it in and it's headed away by England. Declan Rice mopping up business. Soon to be wearing a Liverpool shirt. All being well.
Easy to deal.
Man is man ban me, you know.
What do you mean?
You get what I say? Me nominate two Liverpool and we take over, I'm sure.
USA on the front foot early in the second half. By the way, this Robinson left back, really rate him highly.
Yeah, man, good player.
Here he is, Robinson. And USA retreats and look to set again. England not even a press.
Well, England has come out trying to set traps now.
USA comfortable with the ball at the back, just passing it around. Now the press is on, and Matt Turner has to kick long. Oh. Throw into USA. Oh, throw into England, my bad. Think this game is missing Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know, that creativity on the right-hand side. But here comes England. Saka back on the ball. Intercepted. Great defending again from the US. Pulisic looking to start the counter. Driving in midfield. Passes down that left-hand channel. USA back in the box. Here is the shot coming. It's blocked by Declan Rice. McKinney picks up, shoots, and it's over the bar from Weston McKinney. Decent attempt, but well over.
He had enough time to hit that cleaner. All right. I don't know why he rushed that, but he had enough time to get his laces through that Because even his first touch was sloppy.
Getting in good positions, McKinney.
Really good position. He wants that one back. Because that one's even a cleaner look at goal than the one he missed in the first half, despite being that far away.
Sterling, good hold-up play there. Trippier looking to make a pass. No runners. Sterling already more involved to me. Here he is driving in the box, but again, brilliant defensive work from the USA. Sterling is already been more involved in the second half than I saw him in the first.
Yeah. Obviously, coach talked to him and give him a talk.
Yeah.
Have to.
Oh, by McKinney.
You know.
Isn't McKinney on a yellow card from the first game? I think he got a yellow in the first game.
Doesn't this World Cup, when you get to the second round, all those cards are wiped?
I think so.
But if you get 2 in the group stage,
yeah,
so
the last game.
if you were supposed to get a second one, you would miss the last game in the group stage.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the counter now from the US. Pulisic again, driving in midfield. Plays it down that left-hand channel again. Brilliant jockey in there from, was that Declan Rice? Looks like Declan Rice. That was a poor pass from the US.
Yeah, basically. But that pass that Pulisic played outside, it limits the recipient, limit him for the point where which he has only one option is to go back, and the extra defenders came back, box him in, and luckily they got a throw from it. Why not drive inside? You have the time to go to your right, drive inside. Yeah. Try and get way on the ball.
Declan Rice mopping up, starting the break. Here is Saka driving on. And Tyler Adams, brilliant defending from the young skipper there. Brilliant tackle.
This is the issue that I have with Pulisic in the last game against Wales. All right, where he just turned the ball over way too easy. Look how easy that turnover came to. You got a ball, open your body, dribble away from pressure, and he flicked it behind him, turned it over, and did not attempt to be the first player person there.
Maguire driving forward here. Oh, loses out. Here's Maguire out of position now, and the chase is on, but Luke Shaw recovers well, and England mops up. Pickford, beautiful pass, and that's why he's England's number 1. Nick Pope could never.
That was a nice pass. That was a nice pass.
John Stones, beautiful pass from him already. Here's the break now for England. Poor touch there. Second touch from Mason Mount again. Allows the move to break down because of the poor touch. McKennie. And Harry Maguire does well. Oh, somebody's down. I can't tell who it is.
Does look like where?
It is where.
El Granduro is saying Southgate tends to stick with his favorites and will only make changes when it's absolutely necessary.
Or when he thinks it's necessary.
I think look at it from that standpoint also.
Yes, because sometimes changes are necessary and Southgate is stubborn and he doesn't make the change. Like most coach Huntley can tell us, when a coach believes in something, it's hard to get out of their ways.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna pretend and lie. It is what it is. You know, especially when you have the chance for something to work.
Yeah.
You know, and you do tend to ride it all the way out, right?
Yeah.
You gotta remember, it's a different time for players. Also, these players are mentally fickle.
Oh, good turn. Well done, Harry Kane. Here he is now looking to play make from midfield. Passes it to who is that? Mount. And Mount goes back.
Oh, nice.
Harry
Nice.
Maguire.
Harry, you're right. Good play by Harry. Harry's showing more class in this than the last Euros.
Declan Rice in midfield, and he plays the safe pass over to Trippier, and they're just keeping possession at the moment.
But going back to what we're saying, Lynch, is that when the coach who make the right adjustment by bringing on players is going to win this game, because these two teams right now is cancel each other out.
Yeah.
You know, especially this half, a lot of huffing and puffing, but nothing yet. So the first coach to bring on the next wave of players, right? No, he can get it wrong also, you know, because you can bring on the wave of players and they come on and
just going to say that Huntley are the first coach who gets it wrong can hand the game over.
But
that's not a foul.
They always say it's best to get it right. Try something and not try something right. Again, look what I'm saying with Pulisic. Again, it's too easy for them to get the ball off him. Yes, it was a foul, but it looked too easy from here. The eye test, you know. Like what Nitro said, but I might need to test my eyes. But the eye test is just a little bit too easy.
England sitting off, allowing US to pass it around in the back.
I'm not gonna say
Saka looks to trigger the press. Oh, Sterling looks to trigger the press, and then he retreats. US has stride into the half now of England. Here is, who's that? Passes it outside to McKinney on the right. McKinney, brilliant pass in the box, cuts it across. US, interception from Jude Bellingham. Brilliant play there from the US. Brilliant defending from Bellingham.
Remember what I said earlier, gentlemen. I said the US easily plays through who? Easily plays through them constantly. Once they're allowed to set up, they easily play through them. Yeah, the final pass is not golden. But then again, I can't believe that man is man hide. The biggest game so far on the platform, and man is man hid.
Oh, brilliant stuff there from Pulisic. Cuts inside. Here he is now. He shoots and it goes wide. Probably deflected. It is deflected. And corner to USA.
Here we go. This is what this boy is good at. He's good at running the ball at defenders. Really good at running at defenders. And you know what I liked also? That the US coach had the stones to
Here is the corner now from Pulisic.
Away from him.
Crosses into the box. Good delivery. Oh, Harry Maguire away. And that looks like a foul. No foul given. Oh, yes, it is given. He puts the ball in net, but it's a foul. That was a good delivery into the box from Pulisic. Harry Maguire does what he does for England. Brilliant headed clearance. And now England building from the back. And Manning's man has graced us with his presence.
Big commentator Nemo. Chris
You turn off the audio. You turn off the audio and just watch it and listen to you know.
Deflected again for another corner.
I am telling you, man. Nemo carry this thing around. The people they must say, yo, who the foreign commentator? The man sound like Peter Jury. What is the money? Turn up the man of Peter Jury. Funny thing, you know?
All right, you can take over the comments.
No, man. If it's take over me, I'm going to replay. Come in the behind where you just say, oh, replay.
Yeah, Dima there ahead. That's why I can't set up a management. Dima there too far. Now watch two stream.
Pulisic corner comes in. Oh, and it's cleared away. Still not out yet.
All I want to know is where ball card there, you know. That I want to know. Because England have dropped 5 and 6 from America.
Another corner given away by Harry Kane. Listen, the US are really playing better in the second half, and that's saying something because they were really good in the first, and they're playing even better in the second.
Yeah, Pickford is under pressure to Pickford is a little frustrated, and the defense is looking a little frustrated. USA is really applying pressure.
Here's Pulisic, another corner swings in. Harry Maguire up again, and England managed. Oh, it's still not cleared yet. Pulisic picks it up back on the left side, looking for a pass. Brilliant from Harry Kane. Not known as a defender, but that was excellent defending.
Oh, this is the corner. Hold on, whenever this me I see. Dimo look like me there ahead of you, man.
Where I say? All right.
Corner by Pulisic now.
That gone already. Look how long I said that. You see Harry Kane defending it.
Oh yeah, Harry Kane defending. Yeah.
You have got to be kidding. So far ahead, me there.
Yeah.
Boy.
But I think England.
Still, you know.
I think England needs some substitution though. I think they need to bring on Foden. I think Foden would be good for this game, and Trent Alexander on the other side.
Oh, look at that! Well said, man. Well said.
Let me press man. Hear it. That will never happen.
I think a game like this need Trent though.
This again, pressure in England. Good ball there. Pulisic from outside the box, deflected. Again. Harry Maguire does well again.
About this man is man. Again,
and it's all USA at the moment. Mason Mount fouls, all USA.
Yeah, go ahead, Sir Henley. You were going to say something.
You know, you and I spoke about this earlier, and it's almost comedic, really, to see the big mighty English team with all their stars, you know, and they can't boss a game against a very young US team.
Yeah, but England team young still, you know.
No.
Yeah, man.
I'm not talking young in age. I'm talking young.
In terms of experience. Okay.
Yes, young in experience.
Okay. Playing at the highest level.
At the highest level. All right? Highest level. And what this US team right now is doing is raising the bar for themselves and for every youngster in this country who wants to wear that jersey.
All right, the dominance continues. Another corner for the USA. They have been utterly dominant in the last 10 minutes or even more, probably 10 to 15 minutes. Another corner coming up, the big boys coming up from the back. USA fans.
They have to get two players, one around Harry Maguire, one in front of him and one behind. They need to get the two center backs because the last 3 corner kicks went directly where Harry
Pulisic again. Oh, and it's over. Not sure if Pickford got a touch. He did. And it's gone out for another corner to USA.
Oh my God.
What would be sad is if they lose this game after all of this.
The dominant.
It will be heartbreaking.
It will be heartbreaking.
Yeah, but they need to capitalize now.
But they will capitalize. They will capitalize.
Pulisic urging the USA fans on. Runs over to take the corner from the other side. Here he is with the outswinger, number 10 on his back. Signals, puts it in the box again. And that one is cleared easily by England. Foul called and pressure relieved. England can breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Come on, people, you're watching the stream. It has been a little while now. You know, management is here. He's going to tell you. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's still Super Friday. Make sure that you hit up those super stickers and those super chat and support the work. At the end of the day, if you want to buy some champagne for Sir Huntley and Peter Drury, a.k.a. Demo with the commentary, and Chris Lynch, these guys were excellent in their commentary, so go ahead and support the channel.
We never want to interrupt your management. I hope when I see who the coach there hug up a while ago for bring on him. Jordan Hendon Dino.
Yes. To come stabilize the midfield.
Because you're being totally overrun.
Because it's like Raiders have the last hawk right now.
Jack Grealish also pulling down his socks because we know he wears short socks. Doesn't wear those long socks when he's playing. So he looks like he's bringing on Jack Grealish.
This is the CDM that Balakar says is one of the best in the league. Declan Rice. What has Declan Rice been doing in this game?
Boy, I don't know, But Balakar has disappeared and not post anything after.
He must be balling. He must be balling in a car now after all this ball that England getting.
Oh, hey, McKenny is running this thing like a fiend. It's almost like him in his backyard right now, running around with a chicken bone in his hand. Just say, hey, come and try and get me.
So we'll have Henderson and Grealish both coming on. Double change. As the first move is made by Gareth Southgate to try and change this game. But here comes Robertson, still dominating our USA. Total dominance in this last 20 minutes from them. Here is Des. Passes to McKinney, who has been excellent. Contender for man of the match. And they're just...
Hey, do not forget Musa also. Been excellent also,
Who that?
Musa.
Oh, yeah, he's been good too. But McKinney are the man.
This is shocking. All 11 England players behind the ball just a while ago. This is...
It's not shocking about it, man. I told you, you must believe. This is...
And then what is the coach doing? Is he trying to see out the game or is he trying to win the game? Why do you bring on Henderson?
1 point is good because
his midfield is being overrun, Mannings, man. What do you mean? Why are you bringing on Henderson?
Let's see who is going to take out.
Who's going to take out?
No more Mason Mount.
I think it's Mason Mount you're going to take out.
and play 2 CDMs?
No, he actually took off Sterling. Sterling off or Grealish on for Sterling.
Well, Pagan 180
and Bellingham off.
Sorry,
for Henderson.
So what is he going to do? Play 2 CDMs and what?
I have no idea what he's going to do.
And think they're at number 10.
Why Mason Mount can't come off? I don't understand. Bellingham has been great,
why is
right?
Mason Mount not coming out the field? Because he has not influenced the game. No way, no how.
Bellingham either, Bellingham hasn't been great either, but really?
I think he's trying to save the game. This to me, right?
Basically, not to be honest, it's basically he's not trying. He still wants to win. The fact that he's still Grealish is going to give you something different than Sterling. But man, you cannot want the coach to see that in midfield being overrun, and you don't want him to eat, and you don't want him to make a correction.
Hey, listen, the man
That's what he's there for. So that's why NDC now is coming on.
All right. Against
Hurricane, defended well again by the US. They have been excellent defensively so far. Pulisic looks to spring the break, but it's overhit, and England can relax.
Listen, in the Iran game, I heard be a word.
Yeah, man.
The all I'm hearing is meow, meow, meow.
Right.
You know what? Hey, we can't mute him, man. Hey, the man them
Still 20 minutes basically, plus added time. You basically still.
It's a lot of football left to play. You're gonna have at least 25 minutes to play. Because there's no big stoppages in this game, so at least 5 minutes, maybe even 3. But what we need to do, the US also need to make a couple of changes.
I don't think so, coach.
No, but the changes I'm talking about is from a tactical standpoint, because right now,
Preserve.
you can see where it's struggling when that ball went from right to left just now to get out to the Trippier, right? Now, if that's going to happen, and every time, what's his name, Grealish get the ball 1v1 with the fullback, so he's not the greatest dribbler, but he's not going to turn the ball over either, right? Because a big, strong boy.
US again.
The risk of that 1v1 turning into something.
Yeah, go ahead. Dima with the coverage is going to pick up.
No, my God, God knows there too.
Yeah. I think the USA, like every time, well, on most occasions when substitutions are made in this World Cup, goals are scored right after. But here's somebody saying, Leeds, Musa, Valencia, Brendan, Aaron's, Leeds, Giorena, Dartmouth, Timo Weller, Lil Des, AC Milan, Robbins, Fulham, the USA have playing at a high level. So Chris Simis there just giving us some of the players. Yeah. Do you think they need to make any change, Chris Lynch? Because I know you're, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Coach that Coach was saying, but because you're in control and things are, you don't normally wait until, but it's not. I don't see a weak link to say let's take him off, and unless you want to take off right, who's playing through the middle and put on someone there. But I will let it play out how it's playing at the moment, because obviously England is under pressure right now, and as the game go on, England is going to be under more pressure because they are going to feel like they are the better team and try to come forward, and spaces will open up.
Yeah. Well, you see what I noticed, because Chris Smith is making a very good point, Chris and Demo, because the US players are playing at the highest level in terms of leagues. I think they have only Zimmerman in the starting 11 who is playing in the MLS right now. Right? And you see the performance. You see that their quality. You understand me? But go ahead with the commentary, Demo, because the ball is going.
No, but what a person named Chris Smith.
Yeah,
I think he left off Sargent. I think Sargent plays for Norwich now.
Norwich, yes, and he was in the Premier League as well.
He was in the Premier League as well, so he makes a great point. Wait, my stream just itch up. What go on? Hold on. My stream stop, man.
Sorry, buddy. We're not laughing at you. It's just the way you react to it.
All right, restart it, bud, and then we come again.
What's happening? What's happening?
This is a free kick for England. Ball played to. Here is Jack Grealish with it on this left side. Likes to take on player, goes inside, plays it outside to Declan Rice. Back to Jack Grealish, who plays it across the box. Harry Kane trying to get through, but brilliantly defended by the USA, who plays it upfield to Weah, who loses it. Good tackle by Maguire. But here comes England again through Jack Grealish. Has really made a difference since he came on. Jack Grealish Oh, but good defending again by the USA. Number 3 here for Kyle Luke Shaw. Back to Henderson. Back to Rice. Rice to Stones. Stones with it for the USA. Plays it forward to Hurricane. Hurricane holding up that one to Saka. Saka back to Trippier. Trippier not paying attention. That runs behind him. He comes all the way back to this. Looks like Maguire at the center of defense coming left, where he finds Henderson. Henderson back to Maguire. Maguire of Manchester United to the City man, John Stones. John Stones with it for England, pointing and directing traffic here. Dribbles forward, plays a ball over the top. Poor pass all the way to Matt Turner in goal for the United States. And
which minute that you on, Mannings, man?
Go on, man. You ahead of me, man.
No, because my stream just come back, so I'm not sure if I'm still ahead. Right now I have with name, I soon tell you. A pass over to Trippier, and Trippier controls on the right hand side. You see that yet?
No, go ahead.
No, that's on the left hand side right now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm still ahead of you guys. All right, cool.
Just to make a point that this is a luxury that England have, you know. Not saying what Chris Smith is saying is that the luxury that England have is that they can have Phil Foden with 75 minutes gone and he's not on the park. Something is wrong with that.
Yeah, well, that's not a luxury. That's just mismanagement of a coach. That's mismanagement. You're looking at
beautiful
goal.
Turn from Saka.
You're looking at goal and you put on Grealish on the field.
Turns inside the box. Tackled up brilliantly again by USA. They have been awesome defensively. A real trait of theirs. As England wins it back though. Harry Kane looks to pull the trigger. No, he passes to Saka. And it's deflected out for goal kick.
Goal kick.
I think the USA should make a change here because
that's what I'm saying.
The legs are weak.
Change at this moment because legs are tired. All right. And we need to have that. Now we got to use 2 or 3 of that changes now to
Rashford is coming on for England and Aronson for the US.
They're putting on
I think the coach is trying it because what happened in the Wales game is as soon as the coach starts to coach, USA lost the plot in that Wales game. So I think he's trying to stay out of the game now and trust the players. I think that's why he hasn't made a change as yet.
Aronson is a quality player. Doesn't he play in England as well?
Yeah, I think he played.
Here's a substitution. He's taking off McKennie for Russell. For Aronson. Yeah, he's putting on Aronson. You see that, Demo?
Yeah, you never hear when I'm telling Aronson and Rashford.
Come here, I wonder when I'm going in front of you.
No, I said it a while ago. Dest is coming off as well.
And Torre's coming on also. Sorry.
Aronson also plays for Leeds. Very good player. So I don't think they're missing much with him coming on.
No.
And
they're putting on more for this, right?
Yeah, more for this.
Yeah, more plays for Nashville.
Oh, and Saka is off for Rashford. Not sure that I would have taken off Saka, but here we are.
And he's taking off Dest.
Yeah, but Dest is having an argument on the sideline about.
Yeah, it looks like he's not happy.
For what?
I mean, he was having a good game, but I don't know. Coach wants him after it's time now.
Yeah, but you voice that later on at the hotel.
Yeah.
You don't.
Especially Nilal, especially with the energy right now. Yeah, Nilal.
Because if something happens now on that side and the team lose, then right away,
somebody asked a very important question. Why didn't he take off Mount, let Jack Grealish play in that number 10 and play with the 2 wide players and Hurricane up top? Like play a 4-2-3-1.
The man love Mount,
but he's playing a 4-2-3-1.
Really?
But he's not doing it like what you are saying him to do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
he's
right,
playing. He's
because he has
playing
Mount
Rice. He's playing Rice and Henderson right in there, you know.
and then
And
yeah, and then
then
in the number 10. And
yeah,
Maguire and Jack Grealish on the other side. Okay, yeah.
yeah. That's what he's really playing. But like the personnel, it's the personnel that the person was making. That was a good point, man. The personnel, he was saying to put Grealish in the number 10 and then put two players outside of him.
Yeah.
So instead of Mount being the number 10, Grealish being the number 10.
Yeah, but that's how it should have been by taking out Mount. But he put Grealish where? On the outside. See where Grealish is? He's on the outside.
Sterling was.
Yeah, right.
You know,
So that's I'm
again-
saying he should have taken off Mount and
Again,
kept
but
on.
there-
Yeah.
but it's not about being brave. It's not the first time you're gonna see this. For the younger guys who don't remember this, it was the same thing in 86 with Argentina playing against England.
Good tackle
Same
by
thing.
Shotmore. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Demo.
No, Pulisic is on the break. He lets more. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle from Harry Maguire as USA tried to hit on the counter.
Harry
Great
Maguire.
sliding.
He's having an excellent game, by the way. He's been clearing
He
a
always
lot of
does for
winning a
England.
lot of aerial ball.
Hey, that's easy. That takes no brain power.
Here is USA again down that right hand side.
Sorry, Harry Maguire and all the Man U fans. But what I was saying is that it's the same situation back in the 80s when England needed a creative piece on the field and they waited until the last 15 minutes to put John Barnes on when the rest of the players out on the field was having a nightmare time because the hands of God was out there terrorizing them. Right? When he was clearly the best player in England for 5 years running at that time. Right? So England is not into creativity. We spoke about the number 10 earlier. Right. Now you need a player to get on the ball in midfield and he puts him where? Wide. And he's not a player who's going to dribble past the fullback and get him. Remember that. He's not that kind of player.
Yeah. And they're
He's a
defending
player who-
even deeper. Because you notice the two wing backs of England not pushing high up the field.
Because they have said to themselves that, hey, we are taking any risk now.
Yeah. Welcome and big up Daphne Jackson in the chat as well. Saying Nitro, she said, I'm surprised at US/England. England, US have them.
Here is the right hand side for US. Brings it into what's that?
Again,
All right.
the
Them not
movement
enough,
of
them
the
not
US
enough.
team, the fluidity of the US team, even in its later stage, is remarkable. Come on.
And that's why the coach is refusing to even make a change in midfield. It's
Yeah,
not.
but it's not just these players. They all know the philosophy. So it should be something where, another player can't do similar things, but they understand the system to go in and help. Right?
But USA have some listen, watch
Another
this.
change.
Yeah, go ahead, Demo.
Another change. Way off and right off. And they're bringing on
Oh, the big man is clapping.
Giorena
Yeah.
and Sargent.
George, we're senior is there.
He's there.
Yes, man. You'll see him coming up in a second. Watch.
So Giorena and Sargent on.
Yeah, Giorena.
Let's go, Gio. 10 minutes.
Borussia Dortmund is on, and Josh Sargent of Norwich is on, replacing Timothy Weah. Josh Sargent, 22 years old, and Giorena, 20 years old, right?
Yep.
Shotmore, who they brought on, 26, and Aronson, 22. So we must understand that this USA team, they are so young, almost as young as the Ecuador team that we saw. So imagine what 2026 is like if these players continue to improve and grow.
Let me tell you a secret, money. You're not going to be surprised. You know how ambitious the US is. The talks in the ranks is to take the cup home. It stays here.
Yeah, it's going to be in the USA, but I don't think you're going to stay there, though.
All right. Tell me which other team you've seen playing like these young US players are playing.
What? Yeah, listen.
Which
What are
team?
you talking about?
Which
You
team?
didn't,
Which team? Which team?
huh?
Which team?
You
Which
didn't
team?
see Ecuador.
Exactly.
Well, let me give you. You know that Brazil team, right? If you take out Brazil, have so many youngsters in a brethren.
Yeah, but the football though. We're not talking about star power. We're talking about the football, the quality of football. I'm not talking about star power.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Demo. With the coverage, you're going to lead Peter Drury, aka Demo. He's going
All
to
right,
finish
so
off.
it's a free kick here on the left-hand side. Luke Shaw is standing over it right now, looking to swing it to the back post. Good delivery. Again, away from goal by the USA. Brilliant defending. And there's a foul on Pulisic right now. Excellent stuff from the US. They have defended solidly well. I can't remember the last good chance that they've had, actually. Apart from that Mason Mount shot in the first half, I don't remember them having any clear-cut opportunities. And the US have defended really well. So we have 9 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, 5 to go.
And this is heading into a very competitive 0-0 draw, unless something dramatic happens. I mean, we've been having a lot of that this World Cup, to be fair, a lot of late drama, so with a lot of added time. So let's see what happens.
It's only one drama. One drama.
To be fair, the USA, they really don't deserve to lose this game.
Yeah, but still, a lot of the stats are still in England's favor, which is so crazy.
Eye test fooling us again, boy.
Yeah. The eye test and the stats are saying two different things, because all the major stats England is leading in, including passes in the opponent half. So sometimes, you have to watch the game. Yeah, man. No, man.
Yes. No. All the stats are correct. We're not saying the stats are not correct,
Yeah.
But we're talking about the quality of the performance from the US team.
Yeah. No, man. What I'm saying is that US winning the World Cup in 2026. All I'm saying is that Canada have some good crop of young players.
Here's Rashford. I think he should be called offside, but no flag yet. Here's Grealish. Cuts inside still. Passes to Rashford, which takes a shot straight into the hands of Matt Turner. Still not seeing the flag yet.
No, I'm seeing it. He wasn't offside.
Good run from Marcus Rashford.
Yeah,
there.
man. Really good run from Rashford.
Yeah. So I am saying that Japan has a young side, right? And sometimes you don't pay attention. I'm just saying that they are looking good, and USA is looking good. You understand me? So Japan has a young side. Brazil have a lot of young players. Ecuador team is very young as well. This USA team is young. Canada is a young team as well.
Remember, I didn't say they're gonna win, I said this. The whispers in the background is about winning it.
Yeah.
That's the whispers.
Oh, whisper.
Yeah. But then again,
it's a whisper.
Then again,
so from the US looking to steal it late. Have it in midfield right now. Tyler Adams passes it out. They're maintaining possession. Here they are down that right-hand side with Sargent, drives inside, and it's defended well again by Harry Maguire, who looks to lead the break. Here he is driving in midfield, and he looks to send Harry Kane away, but he will not get there ahead of the
England has 11 players behind the ball, 40 yards away from their goal. Who saw that happening?
I told you that until once the game goes on, then England will feel.
No, but.
Oh, we turn over.
Remember our comment, who saw that coming? I told you that these young boys are not afraid of England.
US looking again to steal it. Here they are. Pass to Christian Pulisic, the man of the moment. Plays a great ball. Here's Sargent. Overlap. Cross into the box. And it's defended well
pass. Woo.
by England. 2 minutes plus added time to go. USA is still in possession. They have played extremely well today, I must say. I did not see this coming.
I told you. But you didn't believe me.
England, USA flags in the stands. Here they are now maintaining possession. England looking like they are settled with the draw. I mean, they don't necessarily have to win the game. They already have 3 points. This will be 4. The press now is being on now from Harry Kane. Oh, no, that's Henderson. Oh, almost stole it. But they play out well, does the USA. Henderson, Rashford, Henderson. Henderson loses the ball, but it's a foul. And the USA are upset at the referee. So with the game about to end, guys, do you see enough quality in this USA team to make it out the group and cause trouble? Here's a cross into the box from England, though. Defended well. The trend of the game for the USA. Excellent defensive clearance, and it's out for a corner kick as England send the big boys up to try and steal it late with 4 added minutes to this game. Trippier is about to take the corner kick. England fans looking to suck the ball in the net from that end where their fans are. The big boys are up, Harry Maguire included.
Here's the problem now with Harry Maguire. Okay, he will get his head on this, you know. That boy will get his big noggin on this and cause some issue.
Here's it from Trippier. It's in. Good delivery. Oh, it's headed down and it's easy for Matt Turner.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It was Harry Maguire who got his head to it, but it wasn't a clean cut.
That boy has no fear, man. That boy with that big noggin, man.
3 minutes. Will the USA settle for a point or will they look to win it in the end? Here is Sargent. Plays it back home. Keeping possession.
Right now, if we win this on the last kick is a holiday tomorrow, the whole country I'm gonna tell you that.
And with Biden giving, oh, he loses it there. Here's Jack Grealish driving forward. And he has to turn back because, and that's a foul there from the USA who just gets frustrated, pushing down, and takes one for the team. Jack Grealish winning another foul.
Yeah. That's the poor decision that we said that the US have in their locker.
Again, free kick. Shaw is over it. Harry Maguire coming down the aerial threat as always. 2 minutes to go, and surely,
that's his dad.
USA will defend stoutly as they've been doing for the whole game.
I don't know if Gunner's boss heard me, but yes, Gio is the son of Claudia Reyna.
Here is Luke Shaw. England looking to steal it in the end. Fans are nervous, praying to the gods.
It's Black Friday. There ain't no God for them to pray to.
Harry Maguire looks set. Here he is. Probably the last kick of the game. Luke Shaw whips it in. Brilliant chance, and it's just wide, headed away. Just wide of the post from Harry Kane. Great opportunity to steal one there. And it's just wide. Brilliant ball in from Luke Shaw. And how did Harry Kane miss? That's usually bread and butter for him. But enough pressure was there. And it's actually very wide in the end. It looks closer than it was. And that probably is the last meaningful kick of the game with just seconds to go. What's your take on the game, Mannings, man?
I want to hear the final whistle before I give any take on something changes.
The final whistle first.
I want to wait on the final. And remember, when the game is finished, you can call in and you can make your comments and say, let us know what your take is. But this is just making this group very interesting. Wales versus England will be coming up next.
All England would need to do is avoid a 4-0 defeat and they're qualified.
Yeah. So we're over the added time, and I think there's a free kick to the USA. I think they look to send everyone up. I'm not sure why they don't just take the point, but they're looking to steal it. I mean, they cannot lose it on the counter anyway. This should be the last.
Chris Lynch,
The
you see? The red, white, and the blue. You see?
Blue.
See? Yeah, man.
It withers down to nothing. It's a throw in for the US. And I think that's the final whistle, guys. 0-0. Exciting game in the end. Exciting draw. And USA should hold their heads up high. Tied game, but you know, they can walk away very proud of that. You guys can take it away. I am actually going to jump off the stream. Big up on yourself.
Big up yourself.
Great job, Demo. Great job, Demo. Boy, like I said, I'm going to say it again for those who did not listen earlier. Chris, the boys came to play. The boys came to play. All right? The boys came to play. And who was the guy said was going to be 6? and who was the person who, yeah, hey, listen, is one thing with Roger. Roger always stay answer. Roger, big up yourself. You said it was going to be 3-1. I said 2-1 win for the US, and it wasn't, but it was a very attractive, competitive game. Some attractive soccer played also. So we can all look and say, boy, we enjoy the 2 hours. It wasn't wasted. Man, I know you only see a couple minutes of the second half, but
well, no, man. While I was at my office doing some and at the bank, I did get to glimpse some of the first half. I didn't see all of it, but I listened, and also in the car listened to some of the commentary. But what I'll say is that listen, I said it, and people, there are no more. You can't say that they are minnows. To me, the team that has looked the worst so far in the World Cup is Costa Rica. Every other team, even Iran, who was defeated badly, Australia, who France beat, all the teams look good. If I were to say who are the 2 worst teams so far in overall performances, I would say Australia and Costa Rica, right? Qatar is probably right in there, but outside of that, I think the other 29 teams are good enough teams.
Yes. And you know, this is what FIFA wants. He wants the level to be competitive enough. So when you're watching a game against aka minnows and a superpower, you can say, hey, you know what, this team is not gonna be, a 8-zip or a 10-zip blowout. It's gonna be a competitive game.
Yeah.
And that doing their job behind the scene, and no matter what we say about them, right? Some comment which is absolutely correct, but we gotta say, hey, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff so far.
Yeah. Anyways, I have Stan Cranky here. He grew up in England, lives in the USA, right? Born in Jamaica. So can't cheer for Jamaica. So
you have that mix up. You mix up. You mix up.
I think this is the best result for him, but let him explain himself.
Me not born in bad breed people. Me one of them are not born in bad breed country. Anyway. I'm born in England, I grew up in Jamaica. As you can tell, I'm live in the US now for a long time. All I want to say is that I'm a winner today. I didn't want the game to have an outcome, frankly. Because I didn't want the US to beat Iran and get to the next round. About what Iran and USA to get to the next round. And hopefully it works out that way. Because I do want the US to progress in football, as they've been doing, frankly. And if you look at their infrastructure, they're looking good for 2026. They have to supplement what they have now, but they have a young team, skillful team. And the difference in the game, what was the biggest difference in today's game versus against Wales?
They kept
Manage,
the
man.
intensity.
What's the biggest difference?
Well, from what I saw and heard, they kept the intensity. They like I think the Wales game, they almost like they fell in intensity in the second half because it probably was so easy. I think they had greater respect for this England team, and so they kept their intensity. I think they took like time off, and Wales came into the game, and that kind of offset them. They never allowed England any of that. The same way they started the game, the same high intensity, trying to get every ball was what they continued throughout the game, right?
So good observation, which is they didn't press in today like they did the last game, so they had more energy throughout the game. Secondly, England played at the same speed throughout the entire game versus Wales, which were desperate and came out really hard and pressing in the second half. So in essence, as you're saying, the intensity, which they were out of gas second half in the Wales game, they were much better position because Burwater didn't make any change until the 70-something minute in this game. But if you're not pressing as vigorously, you're going to have more energy. Plus, they have the skill to play, and they were very, very organized. And frankly, when I listened to some of the English commentators, because I was on an English...
Sorry, I'm cranky. Sean Ellis is saying that you're speaking a little bit loud, so he's asking if you could whisper until further notice.
I don't know how to whisper. I will tell Sean. Let's try to Sean, turn down your volume. I'll tell Sean.
Just to let you know, anyway. He's a former student.
My TV's on in the background. That's why.
I can't have my
earpiece on.
No, man. I just
I'm trying not. Let me speak slower.
No, cranky. I just want you to know that is coming from a former stat student. All right. So continue.
So he's taking a Mickey out of me, as they say in the UK.
Yes. When he says whisper.
I would say this. I would say this. Congratulations to Stats. I saw the goals, very good goals. And even though I think the referee made some calls, which I didn't really appreciate, they deserve their victory. Well done to Stats. And hopefully they beat JC because we don't want to import team out in the competition. But anyway. No, but I'm very impressed with the US.
Yeah.
And the USA keep the same core together and supplement this core because kids gonna be coming through the next 4 years. And people gotta understand that the US has been having Mexico ticket. And Mexico, if you think about all the teams that has played World Cup football, Mexico has played the most games in the World Cup finals without making the finals, which suggests that they are always there and they always compete, right? So they play the most games. That means you have to reach at the second quarterfinals to be able to do so over all these years. So I do think the US is on a good trajectory.
Yeah.
And they have money in the management. It's like cricket now. All the teams that have money in the cricket do well nowadays in the management.
Yeah.
So if you have money and resource and good planning, you can put infrastructure in place, you can hire good coaches, and you'll be able to do well. And what they've also done over time, almost half the players that played today were black. And look at most of the teams and most of the offensive players who are diverse in terms of those teams, and you see who permeates the more offensive positions, whether it's midfield or forward line, which says a lot actually in the US in the diversity of the game, because it used to be a suburban sport. Now it's much more open in terms of who plays. So I'm impressed with the US today, and I hope they beat Iran.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Did Southgate get it wrong? And then we'll hear from Chris Lynch. Did Southgate get it wrong in terms of his changes, in-game management? Is right?
Nah, look, I think you could say, could the changes be earlier? Grealish came on. You see that to double and triple team him. I keep telling people Saka is overrated. I was saying it on our stream and they give me a hard time. I'm going to keep telling them he doesn't dominate games. I don't care what anybody says. In fact, he didn't touch the ball until the 6th minute today. It's not necessarily his fault, but the midfield, US dominated the midfield today. Tyler Adams, McKinney, and Musa dominated the midfield. Dominated Billingham and Rice and Mount. What Mount was doing on the field, or Mount I call him, what Mount was doing on the field to the entire game is beyond me. You can't have these teachers pets in your team when you have Foden sitting on the bench. How does Mount play for Foden? That makes no sense, man. But we should not say it's England deficiency why we had the result. Let's give the praise to the US, who were very organized, who played really well, who had a lot of energy, and most importantly, had the skill set to make England get defensive and be able to pressure England. So, look, I'm bring credit today now. Yeah.
Hold on a second there, because we're gonna heap praises on the US. But let's pick apart England for a second. We cannot sit here and pretend like they don't have one of the top 5 leagues. We can't pretend like we don't sit around every weekend and laud praises on these players that we just watch play against a bunch of 19, 20, and 21-year-olds and got outplayed. We can't sit around and pretend like Southgate have had a master plan for this England team to go in Euros and World Cups with an identity to go and try and win things. Do you just watch a game where the US young boys pushed this team of multi-millionaires and the best coaches around constantly and had them look like they were the minnows, right or wrong?
So here's the thing you gotta understand. This is the World Cup, and nowadays when you use Jamaican language, nobody not afraid of nobody.
No.
So think about it. So here's my point. Who did Germany play? Who did Saudi Arabia play? Who did Belgium play? If we're gonna say, if we're gonna bastardize and denigrate England, look at the competition. Belgium is number 2 in the world. Germany is a world team, being world dominant, and Argentina, who's one of the World Cup favorites, lost to Japan.
No, but
Saudi Arabia is ranked what? No, but the point I'm trying to make is this:
let's be honest though. We cannot drag those teams into this while we addressing England. Because
no, but it's a theme. It's a theme, though.
Hold on. Because Japan has a better history in football than the US. Right or wrong?
Jamaica beat Japan in the World Cup in '98.
Yeah, but
because you have the history doesn't mean you're great.
Hold on, let me say this though. To be honest, Coach Rebe, Japan played in the World Cup for the first time in 1998.
Yes.
USA was there from 1990.
Yes.
USA was there from 1950. Wait about 1990.
Well, I'm from 1950, but they came back since that time.
1950 and those times, it was invitational.
No, man, I'm not. So that's not to go back to that time. But what I'm saying is
no. But I'm just saying about history. US didn't make the last World Cup. Yeah, man. So that what I'm saying, though, Cranky, I'm agreeing with you that when they talk about history, I cannot say Japan has a richer history.
No. I'm not talking about a richer history in the World Cup. I'm talking about in the game.
A football.
Because not because a team
hold
on. Not because a team don't get to the World Cup, because Italy has a rich history right now and they have not been in the World Cup. So we can't use the World Cup as the marker. We're talking about overall football. All right? We cannot.
But we see that this is tournament football, my coach. This is not a sustained. It's not a sustained situation where you're playing. Over a period of time, you can say it's a better team. It's tournament football.
But tournament football, big countries go to tournament football and win tournament football. All right?
Brazil hasn't won in 20 years.
From the first game, man, you and I sat here and we watched the game, and I said, let's see how England's going to manage the second half of this game.
Yeah.
And if they did a good job, then I would say, hey, they're ready to take the steps towards winning this. They did a horrible job. Southgate did a horrible job.
Let me ask this, Cranky, and then I'll go and let Chris Lynch come in. But keep this question in mind, Cranky. And because the reason why I put this on Southgate, and you said it, how can Foden be on the bench with Grealish, Rashford who came on and scored, and Mason Mount plays the full 90? That, like you, is beyond me. That is nothing more than a coach's decision. But Chris Lynch, you take that, and then Cranky, you go after Chris Lynch, you come back. Go ahead, Chris Lynch.
Yeah, it's a disappointing performance from the coach. Foden must be looking down on himself on the bench, lack confidence at this time. Coach Swaby, you would know that even though USA had a good game, I think a point for each team is deserving.
It's fair.
I mean, I think a point for each team is deserving because England really didn't cause any threat. And to be honest, USA best chance, even though Pulisic shot hit the crossbar, it was McKinney in that first half. That ball just outside the 6-yard box, probably should have got that on target. but he didn't. But USA did stick to their game plan, and they look well organized. They knew that they needed a point from this game at least, and they got that. England, on the other hand, they went to the Euro final last year, and it was same type of performance. They win the first game, then they come and drew with Scotland, who no one expected them to drew with, but they went all the way to the final. So I think the coach, I think once you have a lot of talent as coach, you just sometimes don't know how to use it. But I can't see why everyone out in the world know that Foden must come into this game if England truly needed 3 points and the coach didn't. Like, that's just suspicious. Like, why everyone can see it except him? Why is Mason Mount, like I said, man, he's playing 90 minutes? It's just crazy. And I think I can't see Foden, like I said at first, I can't see Foden having much confidence in himself when you do this type of stuff.
Yeah, so Cranky, I want to take that and like, because that whole question, and then again, I look at even their wingback play. I can't remember Trippier putting 3-4 crosses in the box to create opportunity. Is it that they went into this game saying, listen, it took away some of their drive in terms of going forward? Why would have probably kept like a Mount on the field, brought on a Henderson, so he really had in midfield at the end of the game Henderson, who not going to score, Rice, who is not going to score, and Mount, who is not going to score, and took off Sterling, who scored in the last game, Saka, who scored in the last game. All right, talk to me. Is that a deficiency in the coaching, Cranky, or just we will qualify?
No, I think they lost the game in the midfield, their man. So if you can't get supply to your forward line, you're going to be challenged. McKinney, Adams, and Musa are very good players, young, fit, skillful. Rice and Billingham are supposed to be very good. I don't rate Mount, but they dominate the midfield. So if you can't get this, and they play 3 across now. They didn't play with a 10 like England did. So a lot of times you have 2 against 3 in the midfield because I don't know where Mount was. Right? So at the end of the day, if you can't get supply, you can't get the ball from your defense to then supply your forward line. Because as I said, Saka touched the ball at the 6th minute when the game started, and he didn't get a lot of touches, he and Sterling throughout the game, but they had to come back deep sometimes to touch the ball. We weren't dominating the last third against England or against the US, and put the ball in the box. And how many touches did we get in the box? Very few touches. The only person when he came on who dangerous was Grealish. They know he likes to hold the ball like a Neymar. And then what happens is you have to commit people to him, which will then create opportunities to the others. So yes, I don't disagree with the view that maybe, look, Southgate has managed like this for the last 3 tournaments. He's not going to change. You know, like he has his preferred players like Maguire, Sterling, Saka is now becoming one, Kane, Trippier, right? Those are his preferred players. They're going to play every game regardless of what happened. I think he will get some stick in the press based on the result. Because it's the same team who beat Iran 6 in the Mannings, man. People forget that sometimes.
6-2.
And Iran beat Wales today.
Let's put that in there.
2 goals were late. They were like, you give up 2 goals when you win the game already. You get comfortable, you get relaxed. Yeah, it wasn't as if Iran was under pressure for England for the game.
Well, that is true. But let me say this, right? Let me tell you how I see this game. So you have Kane. So you took off, with the exception of Foden, who scored, and the assist by Callum Wilson, Rashford, who scored. You took off your goal scorer. Bellingham came off, never had a good game. Also, and credit must be given to the USA, because the reason why some of these players did not have the game that they had is not just the coach setting up the team, it's just how much the USA players played. And sometimes, again, and I said this earlier when we started this whole thing, because the teams look so poor in qualifying, and we think that CONCACAF is not a good federation, we therefore think like USA and Mexico, they don't have quality. But I'm telling you, when these teams go to tournament, they perform. If you watch the Gold Cup final between USA and Mexico, it was a very competitive game. And so I think Southgate, for example, Southgate could have brought on Callum Wilson, put Harry Kane where he had Mount, because I don't think that would, because Harry Kane does that at Tottenham. I'm just thinking like he's just one track in his coaching. He's just, this is how I play, this is how it stays, these are the players I'm going to use, and I don't care. After the World Cup, I'm gone.
Yeah, no, he will never do that, man. No, Kane is going to play every minute unless they're winning big in the game.
No, but I'm not
He's not going to move from center forward. He's
I'm
not going to move from center forward. He's not going to play the 10. He's not going to play the 10. He's not going to play 2 up top either. Telling you, his first job is not to lose the game. If he wins, great, but his first job is not to lose the game. If I play 2 up top, that means I have less defensive cover. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Yeah.
But Frankie, what you're saying is endorsing what I was getting to, that they're just not good enough. If you are a England coach and your job is not to lose a game, you're not good enough. You're not good enough.
I think the score against Iran.
Because I'm not talking about just the score. I'm talking about going back to the last Euros when he put on what's his name, Grealish, and took him off again because he didn't want an attacker on the field because he needed to defend to claim the points. To me, that tells me that he's not ready. What management is saying is correct. If you're looking for a goal and you're seeing that Harry Kane doing a great job dropping into midfield and getting the ball, he's not dropping all the way back to the last line. He's dropping into midfield to get the ball, and you can get Wilson up there now to become that extra player and even switch to 4-4-2. Then you put pressure on the US now to really come out of the back. I said it first half, and you probably was listening. Whenever the US set up to play, the English team could not stop them. Could not stop them. They played right.
Guys, I'm gonna say this again, guys. You guys are underestimating the US team. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not underestimating.
Here's the thing. If I press you up top, if I press you up top and I have Musa and Weah and Pulisic going behind me, because every action is an equal and opposite reaction. If you press me high, I try to play behind you, and I have slow Stone and slow Maguire there. You want to take that risk? Can you get behind me? If I drop off, I'm leaving space for Adams, for McKinney, right in the middle, and Musa. So I have to pick my poison.
So why use Stone and Maguire then? Why use Stone and Maguire?
I mean, who's going to use? Yeah, England doesn't have much good central defenders.
But here's what I'm saying, though, Cranky, because I hear you, you know. Because
Frankie's
remember,
making excuses.
No, man. What I'm saying is that listen.
No, man.
No. Let me say this. Let me give. I did say this. That what the USA did is what made the English players look like have no effect. For example,
yes, man.
Dest and Robinson at wingback nullified the width that England normally plays with. It killed Saka. It killed Sterling. Shaw was ineffective. Same so was Trippier on the other side. So the width was destroyed, and then they also dominated inside. So when that is happening, as a coach, even for the sake of seeing how your team perform and how they look, you have to change the dynamics of how you play. He kept on doing the same thing. The only difference I think that was made is that Grealish plays different from Saka or Sterling out there. But Rashford is kind of similar except for pace. So really, his changes were just changing personnel, but not changing the way the team was playing. And that is the problem of it.
Look.
That's the reason.
I don't disagree.
Hold on, Cranky. And that's the reason why the US did not make their changes until 10 minutes afterwards. Because they recognize that, hey, they really can't. What the English team is doing, they're not going to change the way how we defend. They're just changing personnel, right? And once you're changing personnel, all right, you're not going to get anything different from your team. You got to change the way you play when you put those players on. Take Mount out.
So my job. So I'm up in Southgate. I'm not making an excuse for England. I didn't think they played well today. I didn't think they played with any energy today. They didn't put the US under pressure today in terms of, you know what, I'm going to be in your face. But the US was in their face, and that was a big difference. People don't realize sometimes energy and effort can sometimes compensate for lack of ability, even though the US has ability. They weren't in the US face today. And if you think about it, management, we're not giving the US credit. Where even Reina, who didn't start but played late, McKinney, who played at Juventus, right? Adams, who played at Leeds, Musa played Villarreal. I mean, Robinson plays every week for Fulham. Destos plays Barcelona, is at Milan. The US has players who are playing at a high level.
Exactly.
Hold on.
So we're
Frankie,
not giving these people credit to say, you know what, they play at a high level, so they have ability.
Did you hear my pre-game
No,
conversation?
he was on the next stream. He was on the next stream.
All right.
Yeah,
Because I told, go back and watch the first part of this. I told everybody that was listening, US was going to outplay them. US was going to outplay them.
So, Cranky, listen, USA, I said this, USA nullified a lot of England's wit. The thing, though, is that USA also use a lot of wit. Christian Pulisic going down, like the flank. So what I'm saying is that credit must be given to the USA. But I don't see where Southgate made any adjustments. That is my issue. Can I look at the game?
Yeah. You know, US is the more athletic team on the field.
I agree.
If you look at the two teams, and they're more athletic. I mean, by good measure too. If you look at the top 7 offensive players on both sides, they're more athletic teams, and they have skill.
Yeah.
If I have athleticism and skill, I have a chance to compete. Against Wales, think about the Wales game, the way they drew, where they lost the game in a throw-in, even though it was a penalty to Bale. A ball came to throw-in, they weren't ready for it, they were scrambling, they gave it a penalty. But Wales didn't create a ton of chances. They were better in the second half.
Yeah.
But against Wales, and it's the first game of the tournament, you're trying to get yourself together. I think the US should be given a lot of credit for how they played. But England is going to get bashed because England played with zero energy management. Billingham was non-existent. Rice, who gets all the cool. Wait. What I said with team management. The coach said the Premier League, which is very funny, the Premier League, and it's the top league in the world. Yeah, it's not a Premier League, it's the World League, and most of the top players don't come from England that play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
De Bruyne and Haaland and all these players we talk about, most of them are coming from outside the UK. So the misconception people have sometimes is because my league is the best league in the world, that means actually the best team in the world. But where does the talent come from? Yes, the UK has talent, but a lot of talent come from outside the UK.
Cranky.
I'm going to go to my last point, which is this.
Hold on, let him make his last point.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Cranky.
My last point is this. Belgium, Germany, Argentina set the trend for what we're going to see in this World Cup. The so-called minnows, who are probably more of a team than the others who are just a collection of stars. If they're organized, if they have skill, they'll compete. So that's it, man.
Yeah, but listen.
And I love the tournament, by the way. I love the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, still yet, the facts are that CONCACAF so far is the only confederation without a win. So at the end of the day, that's something.
Yeah, man, but it's not because of not ability or skill, because Canada should have beat Belgium. That's not. Yeah. They should have gotten 3 penalties in that game. They got 1, which they missed. They could have won that game. Mexico played well enough, even though they gave away a penalty and could have lost. The USA played well enough against Wales to win. They played well enough for England to win. So even though CONCACAF doing better than Africa. Even though what's the name won today, they didn't play anybody. I think CONCACAF is doing better than Africa. Costa Rica, who we all know Manny's man. So Manny's man, every time I watch a game, I think about Jamaica, Manny's man. And I say to myself, why the hell are we not in the World Cup versus Costa Rica?
I got an idea.
Costa Rica is atrocious. They were poor, they were old. They play like that throughout the whole CONCACAF qualification, and that's why they end up where they are. We have athletes, we have a bunch of players. Exactly. We didn't make the World Cup because you know what. So if that doesn't change, 2026 we're going to be watching again. But look, it's been a good tournament so far.
All right then, cool. Thanks for your time, Frankie. While you're off, I'm going to read a comment that there's a lot of comments that came in for you, to you, about you, around you, and over you. And so I'm going to read this one from Rob, and then I'm going to have CC come on. But thanks for the call.
Man, best.
Man. And Balakar, I need to hear from you, Balakar. Please, Balakar, I need to hear from you. 5 and 6 and Declan Rice. But Rob Smith says, Mannings, please check if this is the Cranky that said England midfield was the best in the world. He don't sound like the same guy before the World Cup started. CC, are you there? All right, not hearing our seed, CC. But again, we must give kudos to the USA. Their is not just the player, but the strategy that they use. They nullified, like I said, the width that England normally plays with. They nullified that, and they also dominated in midfield. They were able to create opportunities, and the next day they could have come out with a goal or so and won this game. So kudos must be given to them for the performance, in as much as we criticize the strategy of England and the players. Lots of credit must be given to the USA, because, like I said, these are players playing in the top league. And what this is saying to me as well is that as we think about even our Jamaica national team, these things are showing you that the higher the quality of the league that your players play in, the more competitive they will be when they play against the bigger nations. And so when you look at this USA team, knowing that they have so many players for 2026, though they will not be in the qualifiers, and Canada will not be, and Mexico will not be, it just shows that we need to get our own act together as we begin to look at 2026. Because when you go there, the expectation is that when you play against the big teams, you're going to put in these kind of performances, because the number of big teams is either it is getting closer or it's cutting down. I don't know where CC is gone, but CC, we were trying to get you, weren't getting you, so you can join back the stream when you can. Remember, people, it's Super Friday as well. Don't want you to remember that it's Super Friday, where you can give your super stickers and your super chat. We have 4 games tomorrow, starting at 5, 1 at 5, 1 at 8. So we'll be on for all 4 games tomorrow, right? And we'll have different hosts for the games. You know, I will be here. We have Tunisia versus Australia, Poland versus Saudi Arabia. That's a good game. Denmark, France at 11. That's a good game. Argentina, Mexico at 2. So 4 good games to watch tomorrow. Join us from 5 in the morning. All right, Coach Swaby, what do you want to say as we wait on CC to return?
I'm disappointed with Sam Cranky. You know, I'm disappointed. And let me tell you why I'm disappointed with him. Because he's talking around the facts. All right, let's get off of England now, and let's put all the praises on the US team. So you and I, man, having a dialogue now. Is the US team, core US team, is at their physical maturity yet?
No.
All right. Is the physical maturity on the core of the English team at their physical maturity?
Probably to say, with the exception of Saka and Bellingham, who are still, yeah.
Exactly. That's still roughly teenagers. So when you look at that, and you look at and you made a great point. You made a great point that the players playing in competitive leagues make them more competitive when they play against the big teams. But also it instills a certain level of discipline in them playing at those leagues.
And confident. A man playing at Barcelona, coming to play against the England, don't feel like that man is better than me playing at
there's no fear.
Yeah, playing at Manchester United. I play at Barcelona. I play at Juve. I play at Dortmund. You're not bigger than me. I know you, Bellingham. We play at Dortmund together. I play Champions League against you. So you understand me? I'm at your level.
Absolutely. There is no way you're better than I am, because we're playing at the same level, right? You might play in a different league. You might even make more money than I make, but we're playing at the same level. What you saw and what happened just now is showing that the U.S. core has not even hit their ceiling yet. But they still went out and played well. If you look at the stats just now, at one point in the first half, let me go back over. At one point in the first half, although the U.S. only had, I think, 38% of the possession, we had more shots at goal, all right? And even though big chances, U.S. had 1, England had 1. Total shots, we had 10. That means although we had less possession, right, and even less passes in the attacking half of the field, right, we still were creating more openings for the shots to come in.
Yeah.
Why I'm not making any excuses for the English and you and I have had this conversation, is because everybody and their mamas goes around saying, hey, this is the biggest league. These are the best players, right? So if you're the best players and you're the biggest league, tell me, why couldn't you go out and physically impose yourself on a team that's have not reached their physical maturity yet?
Yeah. All right. We have CC. I don't know what is going with the camera. Are you able to talk, sir? Because I see like you're going to take a taxi. I'm trying to find a JUTC. What's going on, CC? Just being
What is there? So could it not be so I walk towards my car?
No, because I realize that you're coming out of the station. I realize you just got station bail. Right time. Because if it makes 6 o'clock come, you'd have to sleep in there for the weekend. So, because the last time I saw you on the stream, you had some concrete bricks behind you, you know, which is suggesting that you're in a jail.
Yeah. You just get relief. But, like, to be honest, I posted something that me not tell people, say maybe it's a trend. But
CC, you have to stop.
Because every day I have one little game, apparently.
CC, you have to stop and talk, man.
No, stop.
Yeah.
So I say every day, I say, it seems as if you have a vanilla game. You get me? So I say, but then separate apart from that, I think, as I said before, I don't know if the English coaches are them people, the English mentality is one way you don't like certain type of players, because there's no way you have a player of Phil Foden's ability and you don't give Phil Foden none of this game. That means they don't want to win the game. Is it that you're saying that Phil Foden is not capable of coming on and changing the game?
Yeah.
You get the man say, man, it's like, honestly, just look at it.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Switch the formation and you put Phil Foden in. Are you saying that you can't take out Harry Kane and put in Callum Wilson? You said to me, say, yo, you can't try go more direct and try to find out. And try to find a way in which you can. Boy, I don't know.
Well,
we
had a discussion before where we talk about the importance of the 5 subs and how you can use those 5 subs, being that it's half, 50% of your outfielders, to change something on the field to bring an outcome for your team. What we watch at just now is coaches have the ammunition, all right, in their pockets, and he didn't use it. He didn't even try to use it. Man
to man, I will say this. They are right now, in terms of league position, the USA have some players in some leagues at high levels. That's something that you have to look at. Like I said, Des is at Barcelona. He's a quality player. You have players from Leeds playing well, players from Dortmund. So when you look at it, like unlike some other teams, even the Wales team has players playing at lower levels than the USA team. When the USA team walks out against England, they individually, they see themselves as just as good or better. You understand me? Because of the league that they play in. You understand me? And
people don't realize. A Weston McKennie, look at this. A Weston McKennie was bought by Juventus, right? So McKennie is saying he's good enough. A Sergio Dest was bought by Barcelona. He's not there anymore, but Barcelona look at him.
He's at AC Milan.
Exactly. So he's saying he's good enough. Tyler Adams is playing in the I think when you look at USA team now, a lot of the players there either
wasn't Tyler Adams at RB Leipzig?
RB Leipzig.
I tell you where he's at right
top club. So
he's at Leeds now, man, but he was at RB Leipzig. Yeah.
But you're realizing that the USA players, look at Matt Turner. Matt Turner is at Arsenal. Zach Steffen is at Manchester City. So at the end of the day, the USA players are realizing that these big clubs in Europe is buying them. The youngster, what is the youngster's name that they bought for a portion of money in Germany again? They think they bought him for 30 million or so. The little young one that scored the goal, he thinks it's about 19. When he scored against Jamaica, was 18.
Oh, Ricardo Pepe. Yeah.
So I'm saying to you that the USA players are not one like before.
All right, I tell you, he's too close to the station. Maybe they are telling him that he cannot.
Yeah, they're blocking him.
Yes.
And I don't think Pep made this roster, you know.
All right, no. Go ahead, Coach Swaby. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying for we can say as much as we want to say about how the game went. The US team went out with a belief that they can beat this England team, and they went out and demonstrate that they weren't scared. They're willing to take a certain amount of risk, not throwing the kitchen sink at England, because they know England can easily transition and get a goal. Nothing is wrong with that approach. But to see England spend the full 90 minutes being very passive in the way that they try to attack the US was very disheartening. All right, but very encouraging from the US standpoint, where now all we need now is a good result against the lowest team that we have seen so far in the competition and progress with 5 points. Now, who we meet after this, that now becomes an issue. But so far, the two games I've seen the US team play against Wales and also against England, I think they're deserving of 3 points against Wales and 1 against England. I'm not going to say they should have beaten England, because England did have a half chance where it got blocked. So if that goes in and the US don't score, the US lose. If the US score and they score, it's still a tie. Hey, CC, can you hear me? CC, can you hear me?
Wait there.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead, CC.
Yeah, man, there.
Yeah, take out the video and just talk to us like that. I think you can hear now. No, go ahead, CC. Go ahead. Rob Smith, man, is how you get Rick Ross on the show. All right, let's keep it in our football vein right now. Mr. Special Edition says, man, how did the players get to this big leagues, people? They're already homegrown in the US and were scouted. So give credit to the local league people, college, and I said that earlier, because one person in the chat said that, it's only one player in the starting lineup. He's playing in the MLS. Yes, all these players at one point played in the MLS, all right, and worked their way into bigger contracts and bigger clubs.
Yeah.
But they're all homegrown. The only player that did not play on the US side is Des. Everybody else is homegrown, played in the US and developed.
Gio developed in the US?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. And then he went to Germany early. But
he went over there early. Okay.
Yeah, a big chunk of his football played here.
Okay.
But it's a good look. I feel good. All right. I feel good that we play some really good football.
Definitely. Good games. Some good games today.
Yeah, man. And the good thing about this game, man, because I'm gonna stick with this game as long as we can, was the moment the game started, the US did not back down. They got on the ball and said, hey, you have to count us today. We're not gonna cower into a corner. We're gonna stand up, and if you're gonna beat us, you're gonna beat us outplaying us. Right?
Yeah.
So it was a good game. The result's a fair result. All right. The fair result. I'm not going to say that England should have lost, but I'm still waiting, like I said to you, from the first game against Iran. I want to see this team that everybody's lauded that they're going to win the World Cup.
Yeah. All right. So, people, Listen, good day. Tomorrow we have 4 games. We start from 4:45. I want you to join us for that. Listen, if you're watching, some of you still have not subscribed yet and you love the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, right? Still Super Friday. We're going to close out the show. Again, I want to thank all the persons. Demo, a.k.a. Peter Drew, the excellent commentary on the game today. Chris Lynch for passing through, right? CC, Cranky, Balakara's disappeared, and yours truly, Coach Huntley Swaby, very savvy, intelligent, right? In his football, very astute reasoning when it comes down to the football. For all the persons from the first game this morning to this last game who came onto the platform, all the players from your club, Coach Huntley, who are first-time subscribers, the elite group. Big up on yourself, you understand me? There you go. Where you go on with, behave yourself. All right? Yeah, so bless up. Really grateful for everyone. Wonderful rest of the day. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. We need to rest our voices. We need to go and check the stats and data and all of those things. And so that, yeah, you understand me? So let's see. World Cup 1. There was a friendly game in 2018 between England and the USA where England won by 3-0. I think that's outside of that World Cup game, because in 1950, I think they were defeated, right? I think USA defeated England in 1950 in the World Cup. But there you go. All right. So bless up. Thank you. Before you go, hit the like button. To all our moderators, right? Thank you for holding it down. You understand me? For telling the people to like and to subscribe. We have to big up Gunner's Boss. It's a Gunner's Boss is a marketing agent for I Am Sure Sports. Wherever he goes, he carries it with him. You understand me? He stuff up a turkey now, and he will go buy beer washout medicine on Black Friday. You understand? Big up, Gunner's Boss. Bless up, everyone. Listen, Coach Swaby, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. All the best to you and your team, and we will see each other over the weekend. Some good games. Mexico coming up, France coming up, Brazil coming up.
I hope to see you over the weekend, but I have a tournament starting tomorrow, so I'm gonna try and see if I can call in at some point. But I wish everybody good luck and have a safe and healthy weekend. All right. Worst come to worst, you see me Monday morning again, my brother.
Yeah, man. All right. So, people, here's the thing. I am management. That's Liverpool over there. This is Arsenal over here, right? I am sure that Arsenal are top of the league. All right. You understand me? I am sure that Jamaica will be in the 2026 World Cup. I am sure that CONCACAF teams will reach to the quarterfinals at least at the 2026 World Cup. I am sure that this is the end of the show. Big up Chris Smith and everybody else. Listen, big up El Granier, all of the people who put information, correct stuff, and put information in the comment section so we can look at all the ladies, the beautiful ladies who watch. Daphne, I think her name is. First time we seen you. Big up and bless up. All right. I am Manning's man. When we get to this point, we say we are over and we are O-U-T out of here.
Yo, watch about dog. SK New Erdis. The body out there. Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Yeah. Someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.